Dude, you had an entire day to find out the narrative of what caused the sell-off on Thursday and Friday, and this is the best you could come up with? Dude, you be the judge, especially the subscribers to CryptosRUs. Do you think this is the reason why? Or some other reason that I found from another YouTuber? This other YouTuber got it right yesterday. He's coming out with this right now. This is insane.
What's the main premise? Why did everything turn so bearish all of a sudden? Well, it's really due to this. Okay, the once thought baked in rate cut that was coming in December is no longer the case. The probability
the baked in rate cut that was coming in December is no longer the case. I don't know. Maybe my memory is just off right now. But the last time I checked, which was basically the past 2 weeks, dude, the rate cut possibility in December was already basically 50-50. It's not like it was baked into like 80-90%. I don't think it was even at 70%, dude. Like, dude, okay, so do you think this is the reason why the market sell off for Thursday and Friday, 2 days in a row? That huge sell off is caused by this, going from a coin flip of a rate cut in December to like 45% right here?
for the next rate
45.8. Or do you think this is the reason why?
Holy smokes, the Federal Reserve just convened an emergency meeting with Wall Street bankers because of liquidity issues. I'm going to break all of this down.
Secret meeting within the Feds with bankers regarding a possible liquidity crisis, even confirmed on Reuters. So what do you guys think? I don't know. I think this narrative right here from me, Kevin, actually fits better. Why? Think about it. They actually had the meeting on Friday. Dude, so my guess is maybe big money, some, people within the connection, whoever, whatever, knew about this, sold off earlier on Thursday, and continued selling off during even into Friday. Like, dude, you had an entire day, and you spending the charts here, dude. What's worse is this is literally your job. You post the narrative that you find online, and you share with your subscribers. And bro, you guys decide. Leave a comment down below. What do you guys think? A coin flip going to a less than a coin flip of a rate cut in December, or a literal secret meeting within the Feds to speak with Wall Street regarding a possible liquidity crisis? My goodness, dude. And as far as going to the charts and everything, yes, he goes to a little bit into the charts, but this is all you show.
And that is a point that we formed back in April of this year.
This is it. I mean, please. At least you show the charts, so I applaud you for that a little bit, I guess. But come on, bro. You nearly have 1 million subscribers. You got to do better. So since he's not going into too much of this, I had to re-record this. Okay, here's what I see within the charts of Bitcoin. The problem is, or not the problem, the good news is we are at a major support line. This support line has been going on for the past 2 years for this entire bull run. So getting a bounce from here is not unreasonable, and seeing the RSI divergence that's starting to slightly happen. Oh, hold on. Right here. Actually, no, there's none. Okay, either way, you're hitting a major trend line, right? But the problem is, oh my gosh, if I can just get this thing to work. The problem is this trend line has been hit so many times. From my count, maybe around 5 to 6 times or so, right? The more you actually end up hitting it, the more likelihood of it breaking occurs. The other thing that concerns me is the fact that we actually got a weekly close below the 50 weekly moving average for the very first time, by the way, during this entire bull run. Look at it. This is a solid close below the 50 weekly moving average, which is this green line right here. But whenever we actually tested this from before, we tested it, but we only got basically a wick under it. Like, you wicked to the 50 weekly, but then you just bounce right back up. You never got a weekly close. This is the very first time we actually got a close below the 50 weekly. Remember all those freaking bull posts that they were basically posting, saying that, oh yeah, the 50 weekly, is still holding support. Well, now it broke. Now, getting just one weekly close below the 50 weekly moving average doesn't mean that the bull market is over. No, but I think it's still an early warning sign. If you get a second weekly close below it, then yeah, you should really be worried. So the first weekly close, early warning sign. Second weekly close is when you really should be worried, and maybe you should, take some money off the table, especially if you made money on this run. The other thing is, if we end up getting a weak bounce from here, that's also my huge concern. So even if you don't break here, and you somehow get a bounce, and the bounce ends up being a really weak bounce. Let's just say like this. What is this pattern right here? If it does that, okay? Shoulder, head, shoulder. Bro, this is a huge head and shoulders pattern that could possibly play out. And from the head, let's just take it from here to here. Dude, if you end up breaking this pattern, you could possibly go down to around 70,000. Dude, that is, oh my gosh, I don't know. So it really depends. If you get a bounce here, which I do expect, if it's a weak bounce, be careful. Okay. Not only that, we already got a weekly close, 1 weekly close below the 50 weekly. Okay. And if this whole narrative of a possible liquidity crisis and the Fed's freaking out about it is actually true, dude, I don't know. And remember this guy saying that, oh yeah, there's like $1 billion in this treasury, like liquidity's coming back in, guys. Get ready for the ride.
One of the things that was held back because of the government shutdown, right? And this is now sitting at 1 trillion. 1 trillion.
Like, dude, how are you posting this kind of content, man? Making people think that liquidity's coming back because, the account has over $1 billion. Yeah, money's going to flow back in. And yet you find other, articles saying that the Feds are actually literally having a secret meeting with Wall Street to discuss possible liquidity issue. You don't mention this stuff, dude. How is that even possible, man? This is from the Financial Times and Reuters. Like, and then you just go back and say, oh, it's because like the Fed rate cut probability went down for December. That's the reason why. Oh my God. I really wonder if you actually know how to even navigate the markets in general. Like, dude, how do you miss this? Other YouTubers got this literally yesterday. And you literally posted this today. How are you a day late and you still managed to get it wrong? In my opinion, he got it wrong. What do you guys think? Leave a comment down below. I don't know. Do you think he's right? Or do you think the Fed's having a possible secret meeting discussing a possible liquidity issue was the trigger? I don't know. You be the judge. Stay safe out there. And I'll see you guys in the next one.